Hello everyone, I am Squall, bringing you another game featuring Liquid Hero, because I've been doing nothing but hero games for the past, like 10 hours of my StarCraft life or something like that. I don't even know what the number is anymore, but I've been watching these games for quite a while. Both these guys look like they're Korean. Liquid Hero already throwing down a GG. So this is OGS ForGG. I guess that's why Hero did the GG. I don't know who this guy is, but he's part of Team OGS, so that's cool. So it's going to be a PvT, and yeah, see what happens. Seen a lot of really cool things out of Hero thus far. As previously mentioned, the game against Inori was very interesting to me, just because of that double Stargate play out of both of them, where they both went for a lot of Phoenixes, and then Inori got like the Phoenix range upgrade, which I've seen like twice ever. But then Hero just had really good control and still beat him in Phoenix battles, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, my memory is a bit hazy at this point. That entire day is just a complete blur in my mind now, because I cast 15 games in a single day. But, yeah, so Hero just keeping the probe in here, just checking around. GG did not wall, but, that's not too risky at this point, at this stage in the metagame. And Hero looks like he's just going to be a little bit annoying with Mineral Harass, and just scooting around. And he's going Nexus first. Okay, that's pretty cool. Definitely economically aggressive, a little bit risky. We'll have to see if GG is going to do anything that would capitalize on that. But for the moment, he's not put down any gases, so I think it's safe to assume that this is going to be a 1-rack gasless FE. It's pretty typical at this point. And yeah, there's an SCV already scooting down there. It might be for scouting. Yes, it is. And he has started producing Marines. Looks like Hero's just going to head down here and potentially block that command center from going down. But GG will, of course, have the option to put on the high ground. And no, Hero's not going to block it. Just content to see that it is indeed happening and trying to hide from that Marine. It's a little bit scary. But it looks like GG has picked up on it. It's going to scoot in there. Hero might be able to save it. Oh, no, he's not. Instead, he's just going to get a single zap off on the Marine. A single defined electrocution. And then die. What's the weapon called? Particle beam. There we go. Oh, particle beams. My favorite thing ever in pretty much every, like, 4X space game. Particle beams are the lasers, where there's lots of colorful lasers, and it's just fantastic. So, Hero's Nexus here will finish up very soon. GG is a little ways behind, but thanks to Mules, he will be able to equalize relatively quickly once that is up. And, no gases yet. Wow, 3 command centers at the 430 mark? Okay. That's pretty cool, but that said, that's not too risky. Hero did Nexus first, so it's going to be quite a while before Hero can really do anything. He does have a singles out now, but what's that going to do against 3 Marines? You know, when you're above... If it was in Bronze League, like, that would be absolutely terrifying. But I assume that GG does have halfway decent micro and should be totally fine. He has beaten that level of StarCraft Master where you use, what was it, 2 Marines to kill a single other, or was it 3? Or was it 4? I think it was 3. I don't quite remember, yeah. That one was fun, though. You have to, like, split them all up and then control them individually. Oh, man. I struggled with some of those. I think I beat all of them. There might be one that I haven't beaten, but it was like a super gimmicky one or something. The Banshee one was, like, the worst thing I've ever done. I hope I never have to do something like that again. And Hero himself is going up to 3 Nexuses pretty quick. So both players just macroing like absolute monsters. And GG going up to 3 barracks. Still doesn't have any add-ons. Okay, there we go. Just now getting a tech lab. And we will see if he chooses to make any more add-ons at any point in the future. Getting both gases here as well. So it looks like he definitely wants to start teching up. This command center, for the moment, is going to morph into an orbital. Won't be moving it quite yet. But I wouldn't be too surprised to see him relocate that before too long once he realizes that Hero is still expanding and still has no army. Hero will be up to 3 gateways pretty soon here. But yeah, both players just in very defensive, very economy-focused stances. Not really doing anything at all to put pressure on. Hero has taken that Watchtower. The Stalkers, these two Stalkers, will be able to scoot up and just poke and prod a tiny bit. But with that bunker there, they're not going to be able to get too much accomplished. And so we've got another Tech Lab and a Reactor. Okay, that's kind of cool. So 2 Tech Labs so we can get Combat Shields and Stim at the same time. We'll see if later on he chooses to move one of those off and then remake another Reactor. Or if he's just going to keep producing lots of Marauders. Marauders are pretty good against a lot of Protoss stuff, so definitely not a bad decision. And for the moment, these Stalkers are just going to camp out here, hang out, see what's up. And just take a coffee break. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Oh, wrong way. They're drinking coffee. I don't know if you can see that, but there is indeed a mug of coffee right here. Yeah. I'm totally making that up. But anyways, what else do we have as far as tech? Ooh, Ghost Academy already. Feels a little bit fast. But that said, EMPs are good against 100% of everything that Protoss makes. So, Hero darts in, does 26 hit points of damage, and then runs away. That's kind of fun. And these Marauders are going to be a little bit threatening. They do not have concussive shells, though, so the Stalkers will be able to get away, but did take a tiny bit of damage on one, but ooh. Pretty big push coming out of here. A lot of sentries, quite a few zealots. And zealots do quite well against Marauders. What I said earlier about Marauders being good against a lot of Protoss stuff, zealots are the exception to that rule. Zealots will take Marauder shells or Marauder Punisher grenades to the face all day long. They don't care, man. And with that Guardian Shield and lots of force fields, this is going to be pretty terrifying. Oh, wow. So many SCVs coming off the line. GG is a little bit concerned. There's the Guardian Shield. Are there going to be any force fields yet? No, it looks like he's holding off for the moment. There we go. Some going down, making it so the Marines can't micro back. The bunker hasn't fallen at all. How many SCVs did he get? Only 6. Nothing too amazing. Those Bioforce. All those Marine Marauders cuddling a little bit closer together than they would have liked. The Ghosts are done. Do they have the energy for EMPs? No, they do not. He did not get that upgrade just yet. And here we're just sitting back for the moment. Is ahead on supply. How is he doing worker-wise? Wow, pretty significant worker lead. Throwing down 3 force fields just cuz, I guess. And retreating. So yeah, that attack didn't really do all that much damage. And oh wow, look at the resources lost. Heroes lost significantly more than GG. That attack definitely wasn't worth it. So, yeah, I mean, I saw what he was kind of trying to do, but GG already had the SCVs in position, and he couldn't break down the bunker. And then he only killed a few SCVs and didn't really kill any, like, actual bio. And then ran away, so kind of an odd decision. He is ahead economically by a decent bit. I would say 65 probes or 53 SCVs is ahead economically, and even in spite of those mules. And what's he doing tech-wise? I did see a Templar Archives going out, which I thought, yeah, there's one. Okay, and he's getting Storm. Kind of an odd decision, seeing as GG already has Ghosts. But, maybe Hero feels he's got the micro to deal with that. Charge finishing up literally just now. A whole bunch more Zealots being warped in. Another Forge being added. So wants to start upgrading. Ooh, one Stalker getting caught out. He dies. Very sad. And wow, Hero just throwing down even more force fields. That way he can run away. Playing quite defensively. Really doesn't want to die. Could be he just wants those Templar to build up the energy they need for Storms before he pushes out. Storm is about halfway done. No doubt there are Chrono Boosts going down on that, if I can find it. There it is. And yes, it is. Being Chrono Boosted by the swirly energies of Chrono Boost. Yes. With me having a perfect mastery of the English language to describe what's going on so well. Swirly energy, yes! Oh, man. And +1/+1 coming down for Hero as well. But, oh wow, GG is on his way to 2-1. So a little bit ahead as far as the upgrades are concerned. Some sentries are here and ready to force field. But will the EMPs go down first? Here we go. Ghost moving up. EMP hits those 2 sentries, removing all of their shields. But there's still a lot of stuff back there. Storm goes down, singes a lot of that bio. It pulls back. These medevacs doing overtime to try to heal them all up. But they don't even have the energy, man. Like, they'll run out of energy, then just can't heal anymore. Need a coffee break, man. So here we go. Hero's surging forward, bunch of snipes going down. I think he got 1 or 2 Templar doing that. Or he's using it on the Zealots, I'm not too sure. Now those ghosts do go down, just 1 left. Got an Archon here, ready to go, but not engaging quite yet. And a big tug of war going on here. GG cutting back, but wow, his bio is getting very, very red. Because he's been stimming a lot, he's been getting hit by storms, and these medevacs are completely dry. They have nothing more to give. These Zealots continue to charge forward and slice apart people. And that was a rather unpleasant sight because he just kind of got split in half. Some of the death animations in this game, man. I mean, if it weren't like a, you know, RTS game where it's really zoomed out, some of it would be pretty graphic. I mean, people getting exploded in green goo. Oh, man. Looks like Hero was trying to do a little bit of a Zealot walk in there, but it didn't work out. These Templar here are very glad the Terran army decided to turn around. And I guess Hero's just going to build up energy with those and then go storm the mineral line at some point, which is always fantastic to see. I'll try to keep an eye on that section of the minimap for that. Robotics Bay is on the way, so Hero's going to move into Colossi plus Templar. Unless he wants to get Warp Prism speed, you know, because Warp Prisms are really cool. Looks like GG will catch wind of this. Shoots once, then pulls back. And he's just kind of dancing back and forth. Factory does see this force moving in here. Hero just posturing about both players, not really wanting to engage, just dancing around each other. And I can't fault them, you know, it's always terrifying when you have a huge army and you're like, I could crush him or I could screw up in my micro and just die. That's always possible. Looks like Hero's going in here. Storm goes down, deals a lot of damage to the bio, but once that Templar was picked off, this Templar still has the energy for a Storm. Here we go. Zealots charging forward. No Storm going down yet. GG controlling well, but here we go. Hero pulling in from this side. Feedback goes down. The Ghost, it will not be able to even be. Huge Storm goes down, dealing so much damage to that bio force field to go down, and he retreats. Content to just deal damage, whittle away medevac energy. Zealots running in here. There's a Storm. Kills a bunch of stuff. GG trying to pick off the Templar, but it does get away. Quite a few Zealots here, but what are they going to do against that much bio? Not much, man. And Hero just chooses to sacrifice a few of them to get the Templar and the remaining Zealots away. Oh, Templar here on the low ground could storm up on all that. There we go! Big Storm goes down. Deals a reasonable amount of damage. Nothing spectacular, though. And the remainder of Hero's forces down here have been cleaned up. And that Zealot will hopefully get pulled back home, or it will just die. And that Templar just like, man, my commander's incompetent. He's not telling me to retreat, but I guess I just have to stay here and take it like a man. Because, dude, High Templar are so manly. They are the manliest Protoss units you might go do. They can't actually hit anything. But seriously, with the power of their minds, they create storms of electricity. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty manly to me. Anyway, here we go. There is a Colossi on the field. It does not have range yet. It does have 2-2, though, so will deal a lot of damage. And 3-2 about to finish for GG, or pretty soon. He's engaging a little bit before it does, though, so small anti-timing. Some EMPs go down, and oh wow, 2 Templars here, completely nullified. They can't accomplish anything. More Storms going down. Oh wow, GG just taking it. But he might have a little bit too much stuff for Hero. Feedback goes down, another big Storm. And Hero is on the retreat. Looks like he's going to lose this base, but GG's pushing forward. And I don't know if I agree with this. His army is so damaged. If he tries to push in there, he's probably going to lose everything. Especially with that Colossi still dealing damage. But Hero is kind of running out of units at this point. Wow. So he's got an Archon and a Colossi, and that's literally the only defense he has. Where are the rest of his units? Okay, a whole bunch of Zealots coming in from the bottom here. This Warp Prism, not sure what that's been up to. Hopefully there wasn't a ginormous drop that I missed. But looks like GG is going to fall back. Wow, these medevacs are very, very damaged. All it would take would be 1 or 2 shots to kill them, or potentially a feedback once they build up energy, but that's not happening anytime soon, not with all these units so red. Marauders stem forward, might get a High Templar. No, they do not. That's fortunate because he had a Storm available, which is potentially infinite damage if it lands really well. Zealots charging forward, and GG's army here is starting to look a little bit fragile, especially with this many Archons, 2 Colossi, and 4 Templar. That said, though, Hero doesn't have that much in the way of supporting units like Zealots and Stalkers. He actually has 0 Stalkers at this point, so his ability to shoot up and kill those medevacs is going to be a bit less great. I mean, Archons can do it, but they only have 3 range, so you have to get in pretty close. Okay, here are his Stalkers. Another High Templar coming in. This base is being reestablished, and GG is working on getting a 4th going. But here we go. Looks like we'll have another big engagement. GG's army is split up here, but Hero losing some Templars out in the middle. A whole bunch of Colossi coming from every angle. This one here might get picked off, but no, Hero is controlling it well. It pulls back. Vikings starting to do some work. Hero's on the run once again, trying to rearrange his forces. And those Vikings are doing quite a bit of work. There goes one Colossi. And both players falling back, trading some blows, then returning to their respective corners of the ring to recuperate. Their coach is handing them towels and massive bandages because they are bleeding from every pore in their bodies. I mean, that's what it's like, isn't it? You know, like if Hero is all these units that are fighting, he has to be suffering some serious blood loss because so much of his stuff has died. And so they're just bleeding. Wow, nice Storm goes down, dealing a lot of damage. GG convulsing in his chair as the electricity courses through his body. Man, where am I going with this? This doesn't even make sense. Anyways, Vikings continuing to surge forward, picking off Colossi. And wow, Hero's losing just so much resources to those Vikings. Wow, look at those numbers. That's not too pretty. It's not like a crazy difference, but GG is definitely trading more efficiently in pretty much every engagement. And that's definitely reflected in the supplies right now. Hero down quite a bit. Just got a big warp-in, so he's equalizing a little bit. But GG looks like he's going to push forward again. He has 3 armor finishing soon-ish. But Hero is 3-3 now, so he has pulled ahead slightly in the upgrade. Some Marauders stimming forward. Going to pick off a Photon Cannon and then run away. How cowardly of them, darting forward like little punks with their drugs pumping through their veins, and we'll just pick this off and then run away. Like, that's like in a fighting game, man, where you're just spamming fireballs. Oh, anyways, here we go, big engagement. Oh, Hero just sacrificing a Colossi for no reason. Yusaka taking a ton of damage, some good storms going down. But GG might just have too much at this point. These Archons are going to do a great job of soaking damage. As Marauders aren't very good against Archons. But they're just evaporating. There's so much DPS from GG. But oh, nice flank from the side with storms going down. And wow, GG's army is slowly starting to evaporate. But Hero is still behind on supply. And he's just struggling against this bio build from GG. Zealots, though, going to charge down and cut apart a few Marauders. I don't know why I enjoy zooming in. Oh, it looks like there was a run by here with some Zealots. Looks like it's going to happen again. Oh, wow, this High Templar, 1 HP. I feel like there's a story here that we missed. When's he going to storm? Going to storm any second now. Where's the storm? Oh, yeah. Gets 2 SCVs, but that's it. But does force a lot of lost mining time on those mules. And here we go. Hero moving forward once again. He has equalized on supply. And where's GG's army? Okay, that's considerably thinned out. And he has a lot less medevacs than he used to, which is going to reduce the durability of this army by a lot. But here we go. Hero pushing in, but just sacrifices some Zealot. Not the best engagement. Storm goes down, but he is now Archons, Stalker, Zealot, Templar. Wow, anyway, Hero throwing down quite a few storms. Oh, wow, GG just eating that storm like it's nothing, but it's definitely something. These units so very damaged. Let's see what the Archons can accomplish. GG microing back as best he can, and these Archons are just evaporating, man. Oh, terrible to watch. Now redoing the economy war. Oh, wow, GG having a real troubles reproducing in his SCV count, and that could definitely be Hero's saving grace. Although that said, Hero's definitely struggling to keep mining here. And he is actually behind his opponent in terms of income, even though he has more than double the workers. So hopefully he manured some probes from here. And okay, these ones are moving. This base is secured. And both players just kind of sitting back, licking their wounds, which is a good idea, so that way they can hopefully heal before they just bleed out entirely. And GG looks like he's going to push out again. Has reproduced a pretty beefy bio ball. Only has 3 medevacs for support. This one is completely dry, so it's not going to get too much done. Hero does see it coming thanks to that watchtower. Going to marshal his troops together. And wow, that is a lot of storms waiting to happen. There's one storm. Feedbacks go down. Those medevacs, they can't do anything now. Even more storms going down. And GG being driven away mostly just by these psionic storms. Nicely played by Hero. That storm whiffs just a little bit. Archons, though, moving forward, blasting apart everything in sight. But GG cutting back nicely, and Archons with 0 support just kind of struggle. Wow, very nice blink from that Stalker. It would have died if it had been hit. That was definitely to the Shadows I Run achievement right there, but it does die now. Storm goes down, deals more damage to those Zealots than to GG's units. But GG is forced away once again. Let's take a look at the income counts now. Wow, GG ahead again. Definitely showcasing the power of 3 orbitals worth of mules. Once those die off, Hero should at the very least be equal, but Hero is only operating on this one base. This base here for GG, pretty close to mined out. This base, effectively mined out. Viking hanging out, scouting, might land, try to be annoying. And we'll see if it... just pulling the probes to fight. It's like, screw it. I'll attack you, I'll just kill you. That one probe just hanging out there until it dies. And yeah, both players just really struggling to get their armies going again. They just dealt so much damage to each other economically. And they just haven't been able to, you know, stay up in the food count. And both of them been below 100 supply for a little while now. But looks like Hero wow, what happened to that sentence? Let me start over. It looks like Hero may want to push once again. Does have a decent number of Templar now, and I don't think GG's really been reproducing as far as ghosts go. Does he have any ghosts? Okay, he has 5 ghosts. I have no idea where those are. Okay, they're here. Doesn't look like they have EMPs. They must have just come out. But that'll be the real deciding thing in this next battle. If EMPs hit, Hero loses. If the EMPs whiff, Hero probably wins. Because he's got, well, 3 storms. Okay. It will also come down to how good or bad GG's micro is. Let's take a look at the incomes again. Now they're a little bit more even. Oh, nice. Looks like there were some Stalkers there and a Templar that has 0 kills. Okay. So I guess the Stalkers are just sitting there and GG can't get any mining done until he sends something to clear that out. There are Marauders on the way, but there are Zealots to greet them, and Zealots deal pretty darn well with Marauders. Only a single Zealot not dying. Wow, 1 hit point. This is the game of 1 hit point units. I'll edit out that cough. And, oh, Snipes going down. Hero doesn't want to lose a Templar, loses another one. Oh, it's awful to watch. And he's down to 2 Templar, I think. 4 Templar, but I think 1 is down here. Yeah, wow, GG just takes out that base, pretty much uncontested. That's no good for Hero at all. He has no income left. Gonna start long distance mining now, but you know, his last sight's a little bit. But here we go, big engagement. Zealot's charging forward, siphoning off a whole bunch of units and killing them. Storm goes down on a big chunk of bile, killing all of it. And GG's army looking so threadbare, but Hero's army is completely dead. And he does exit out of the game. So yeah, nicely played by GG. Just really kind of playing on the edge of his seat the entire game. Like, I felt like 90% of that game he had bile that was like this. Every color of autumn, man. So, but yeah, just managed to power through, keep Hero down in bases, and eventually whittle him down. Even though Hero managed to land some really good storms and, you know, cut GG eventually down to 13 SCVs, but Hero knew that if he lost this base, there was no way back into this game, and he was about to lose it, so chooses to exit. So thank you guys for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I think I have 3 replays left of Hero, another PVT, and then 2 PVZs. I think that's how many I have left. I will have to double check, but there will be more, so check them out.